Hi. Sorry about the delay. We are back and we are on low light. Give me a second, see if I can get better lighting in here. Hey, that's a lot better. All right. Thank you for joining us. We are waiting for people, but we are live for our first time. And it only took us 12 minutes to figure out how to do it. And we had to do it on a different computer than the one we originally planned on doing. So this is going to be
Sorry about the fuzzy
interesting.
picture. Yeah.
Yeah. Old camera. So basically the purpose of this live stream was to just say thanks to our first 200, and we'll try not to shake. It's in our RV and it's on an unstable table.
Yes, welcome to our home.
Welcome to our home. So basically we just want to say thanks to you guys, our 200. Right now, what we've got with us, Neville Ending Adventures are also YouTubers. They have a couple of them. If you guys could, since I've got you here, go ahead and leave a comment. Just tell us a little bit about yourselves. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that, guys. Tell us a little bit about yourselves, who you are, what YouTube channels you have, and what you do with those. List them all. Just so that everybody can see those also. We appreciate that. And thank you. Neville Ending Adventures is actually enabling us to be able to live stream right now. So thanks, guys. They're really helpful, extremely helpful. So we appreciate that. Let's see who else we have with us. If I can figure out how to do that. First live stream, so bear with us, guys. GC. Nope. Okay. Well, we've got 4 people with us, so if everybody can say hi. Favorite destination so far? That's actually a really good question. So, we'll start with you. What's your favorite destination so far?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it was Destin Beach. Was beautiful. Yep. We happened to get there really late one night. It was a long day of driving, but it was great to finally get settled in for the night. And then we took a walk over to the beach and enjoyed a walk on the beach that night. And it was beautiful out. The sand was so soft, so powdery soft. We couldn't even believe. I had never felt sand like that before. So that was nice. We really enjoyed that spot.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. You actually can see that in our Camping World vlog. That's one? Is that right? Yeah, we have a little piece of it in there. Just the sunset, basically, and a little bit of the beach. Sunset was gorgeous, looking out over the Gulf of Mexico, and that was a pretty awesome spot. My favorite destination so far, I know this is kind of broad spectrum, but it's going to be all of Texas. I've really enjoyed being in Texas, surprisingly so, considering I'm an Eagles fan and Philadelphia is my city. However, we have been having a blast down here, which is probably why we've been here for about a month now. Yeah, not quite working on it, but getting up to a month. In various locations. Definitely love Texas a lot. Really great place to visit, especially in the wintertime. We're going to throw out some vlogs of Texas before we go. You'll see those down the road a little bit. Yeah, so it's going to be fun. And if anybody has any other questions, feel free to ask. So I'm going to answer a couple questions also just to help out a little bit. Let's see. Gwen Samil. Hi. Okay, so what changed that inspired us to travel full time? We love to travel. We've been to a couple countries together: Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand. And we've traveled to other places. We've actually been to Florida together, New York a bunch of times, different places in Pennsylvania. Where else? I think that was it. That's a good list. So basically, when the current crisis happened, we were both put in position of job loss possibility. I was able to maintain my job position for a little bit. Unfortunately, that came to an end, and I really had the opportunity to travel. So basically, it came to crisis mode happened, and we decided to take advantage of it.
Take advantage of having an RV.
Yep.
And utilizing that as our home, which made it easy for us to not have to find an apartment without an income and just move on to do our thing that we wanted to do, which was see around the United States and eventually maybe even other countries internationally. So
yeah, basically I had an RV and a truck, and we sold her car because can't travel with two cars in an RV
it wasn't
unless you have.
necessary to have it.
Yeah, I mean you can. It's just you're adding to the gas, and I had my Avenger, it's now our Avenger. So we share responsibilities of making sure we pay for everything. But yeah, this is an opportunity that was provided with unfortunate circumstances, but we're super happy to do that. Great question. Thank you for that. Appreciate that, and welcome to Squeeze the Day. I gotta stop banging on the table. So yeah, that's basically our why. Why did we do it? Let's see. Very cool. How was traveling during COVID-19? Okay, so we are being ultra cautious. Our first destinations were to go and see family first. And we were very cautious about that, maintaining 6 feet and everything, talking to them, seeing how everything's going, saying hi. Family is the most important thing always. So we did that. And then after our last one, we kind of had a little bit of a blowout. So we've been really, really slow traveling, which we're really liking, surprisingly. We'll go and stay at a spot for 2 to 5 days, and then we'll find a spot that's within an hour or two away from that. So we'll stay close. We always wear our masks when we're in public, just for precautions, constantly sanitizing our hands, washing, doing all the precautions that are necessary. We listen to the government's guidelines. If there's a location like a local government that has restrictions on travel, we'll stay out of there because, hey, we're not we're not trying to cause any grief anywhere. We just want to explore and see this beautiful country and see this beautiful world as soon as we can. So it's been interesting, but just take the cautions and relax. Thank you very much. This is Tom's World. Appreciate that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's a small number, but we like it. That's why we're doing this. We wanted to have like a more intimate setting for anybody that wanted to sit down and join us and hang out and say hi. And we wanted to say thank you personally to the first 200. You guys are rock stars. You're basically our motivation to keep going, and you make it fun. So whenever we get feedback from you, we really appreciate it. So yeah, like, comments, share with your friends if you think somebody's going to be interested in seeing some travels. A couple old people like us.
Yeah.
But hey, listen, Squeeze a Day is all about that carpe diem. A lot of people don't understand that the Roman poet Horace, he expressed the idea that everybody needed to be able to enjoy life as much as possible while you're alive. And we want to do more than that, take it up to another step, which is what the Squeeze is. we're going to just take that effort. So if you you squeeze a lemon or grape or olive or anything, you got to squeeze it to get the juices out, and that takes effort. So we're going to put effort into enjoying life the most we can. So squeeze the day. That's what that's about. Still trying to climb in subs myself. The more you get, the faster they seem to come. We've seen that a little bit. We've got a really good friend of ours, Selena. If you know her, hello, Edward. Hey, welcome, Edward Smart. Welcome. So Selena's growing. She's growing fast.
Selena Zinchuk is her name.
Yeah.
And she's a friend of mine from when I used to live in Ghana, West Africa. And we were just able to be with her on her birthday when she hit 100,000 subscribers, which was pretty amazing to be able to experience that with her.
Yeah, that was awesome, especially on her birthday. That was pretty cool. So Selena, if you get a chance to see this, thank you. We love you, miss you. We'll see you soon. Another question from Gwen. Yeah, so we started watching your channel from the Lambertville video. You're from New Jersey, and where are we going next? So we have kind of a short-term and a long-term plan. Long-term plan is international. We want to see the world. We've seen a lot of it. We've been to various countries together and apart. Before we met each other, we were travelers. Short-term plan, we're waiting on a little bit of information about.
It's a loaded question right now because there's so many things that are determining what we're able to do. So we're kind of deciding at the moment what we're going to be able to do. We're still in the phase of trying to get the RV totally repaired, and so we're working through those that situation and all that needs to be handled still to get, for example, the furnace has yet to be repaired and some other things. Right. So once they are completed, then we'll be able to take our next step. We think that's the way it's going to work out. So we're hunkered down in Texas for now, but we will be getting together with the group out there that have been working on the RV. Yep. And talking to them after the first of the year, and we'll get some prognosis about time frame maybe of when they'll get the parts for it.
Yeah, they're expecting to have the parts coming in so they can finish fixing the RV, and then we can head into areas where we can actually boondock a little bit without needing to have electricity so we can stay warm because it gets cold in the winter, even in Texas. Okay. Hi, 235. You got a lot to say. Appreciate that. Let's Tom's Word. Yeah.
Thank you.
Just keep taking it one day at a time. Post the videos. As you post the videos, you'll learn a little bit. Like we're learning every day. Every day there's like something else we learn about this, but make sure you're posting the videos. And we appreciate that. So yeah. Neshaminy State Park. That's actually a good place to go. We've enjoyed doing that one. That's a beautiful place to go. We've done it in a couple videos. You can actually see those bridges, covered bridges in Pennsylvania is one of them. Covered bridges in Bucks County is one of those vlogs. You should check that out. That shows up in Neshaminy. And then what's the other one?
Andalusia House.
Andalusia House is another good one to go and watch too.
That was nice.
Beautiful park. So go check those out also. It might be a good thing to go and check out for yourself. Let's see. So stickers for, yeah. So we do have a couple ideas that we have possible stickers coming up for.
We haven't worked on them though.
We do want to put, like, for example, we're
trying to come up with a logo.
Yeah, we're really working on it. We have a family member that we have that was going to do our artwork. She doesn't know about this yet.
We haven't talked to her.
But we're planning on talking to her about sticking in and helping us out with some stuff.
Then after that, then we'll get that kind of stuff going.
Most surprising thing about full-time travel is honestly how much fun it is. It's a lot of work, which we knew going into was going to be a lot of work. Doing the YouTube with traveling full time, and we kind of looked forward to that because we love work. We like to work, but honestly, it's so much fun. We've met so many awesome people. Really been helped out a lot by a lot of people. So yeah, I think that's my biggest surprise. How about for you?
Biggest surprise would be how much we love living in the RV.
Yeah, it's like
It's just a tiny little space,
yeah,
but every day we're like, wow, we get to live in here. This is so cool. And, it's not super fancy. It's not a brand new one. It's got its wear and tear on it, but it's home. It's become home to us and we love it. So I think that's the thing that surprised me the most.
yeah. It's weird moving in from a bigger apartment to this. We did have to downsize a lot. Um, we don't look back. It was it was so worth it. Got rid of a bunch of junk we don't need, and then we have our kitchen, bedroom, living room. That's what you're in right now. Is our living room. Dining room. It's like all part of your house, and this is pretty awesome. So, yeah,
Yeah, let me give you a little look of it. This is the
yeah, just so everybody can see it.
pretty much that's the one side. I don't know if that was clear or not.
Yeah, that was kind of fuzzy, but we'll get some good vlogging done of the RV soon. Um, we're with our Avenger right now, and it's been taking good care of us. So, yeah, there is a 30-second delay. That helps prevent any issues. If we see something we want to just end the stream right away, we can stop that. Next question, Andalusia Garden. Oh, cool. Oh, so Tom's World, watch the Andalusia Garden. There are a lot of really good things in the area to see too. That was
that
one
day
of them,
blew
but
us away.
wow,
It was
it's just
so
amazing.
gorgeous there.
So check that area around that, because there are a lot of things that we enjoyed in the whole area of where the Andalusia Gardens are. Really great area to just explore and walk around. Yeah,
historically.
Surprisingly so compared to some of the things that you might see with the neighborhoods. But the neighbors are pretty nice and friendly. We've got some really good food there. Yeah. Thanks, 235. Yeah, it's decent. It's 30 feet. 30 feet. Yeah, New Jersey Hamilton. So that was an interesting event that happened for us. We were looking into Hamilton and we wanted to watch it on Disney, but I wanted to know more about Hamilton before I watched it because I felt like this is such a historic event that's happening. So, and we both kind of felt that way. So,
when we were doing the research, we found out that the anniversary of the duel was coming up within like 2 days. And we thought, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. And we thought, we really didn't think very much about that. But then all of a sudden we realized that it happened in New Jersey. And I think we put two and two together after that, that it was so close to us, we might as well just zoom over there, do a video, and zing back. So, yeah, that's the way the day worked out. It was just like, boom, we decided and filmed it all in one day, basically.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. Yeah, plus it's like historically awesome. If you go to the site, it's overlooking New York City, which is pretty awesome. The play is great. Definitely recommend seeing that. And definitely, if you get a chance, if you're ever in New Jersey, northern New Jersey, get a chance to go up to that beautiful location. Don't mind the residents; they are very proud and protective of their area.
Yes, they love it.
But you're allowed to park there. If they take pictures of the camera or take pictures of your vehicle, it's because which they did. They took pictures of my truck. I'm like, what are you doing? So I went and asked somebody. And yeah, they want to do that so that they make sure that nobody's parked for longer than 2 hours. They will report you. But yeah, a really good area. Beautiful. So Cadillac Ranch in Texas, I think. Yeah, I think I've heard of that.
I have you? I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, I'll have
We
to
will
look that
definitely
up.
look that up.
We're gonna
Thank you.
take a look at that. Cadillac, I
Cadillac
think I've heard
Ranch
of
in
that.
Texas, I think. Okay.
Yeah,
Great. Cool.
yeah, we'll have to check into that. It it is pretty fun to travel, actually. 235, thanks. I recommend it, even if like if you've seen our vlogs, you'll know we started off local. It was just get out, see the area, our county. So hey, thanks 235. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.
Yes. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, so the editing, Tom's World. The editing is her. She's our editor in chief, CEO of editing. I'm telling you right now, Hollywood is missing some skills right here because she's got her.
I'm on a learning curve. I've just been doing this a short time, so hopefully I'll get better. But yes, very much on a learning curve. So we're just enjoying it as we go.
Yeah,
it's fun. So we're having a good time and enjoying it.
Yeah, we are. Okay, so the wheel well. Camping World fixed it. They were missing the JWrap, which they can't get apparently right now. So that's one of the parts we're waiting on. But the RV itself is driving just fine. They fixed that within a week. So like, I know there's a grief out there about Camping World, and it's a corporation. I get it.
There's positives and negatives to everything, really, I think, but we had a really good experience with them. They did a really great job of getting everything done that they could get done for us at the time.
And they were fast too.
Yeah.
So
and they went beyond what they, like, well beyond what we thought they were going to do. They just were a step ahead of us, thinking of every need that we might have and offering things to us to make us make sure that we were good. So yeah, it was a good thing to be there, but they are just still some parts that are on back order right now. So as soon as they're in for the wheel well, it's more for the exterior.
It is. The interior part of it's all set. They're just doing the exterior decoration. We're not ones for,
it's not going to keep us from traveling.
Sorry, we want to travel, so we
when the parts are in, we'll head back there and get it popped onto the outside there.
Yeah, but yeah, good question. Thank you. We have a visitor that's trying to join us. I'm going to grab her real quick so everybody can say hi. All right. For anybody who hasn't met Cinderella, this is our cat that's traveling with us.
Yes. Can you say hi? She's not looking into the camera.
I don't think she knows what's going on.
Camera shy. Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's an old sweetheart, but she's a sweetheart.
She's an old lady.
Okay.
But she's sweet and loving. And little cameo from her.
How cold is it here? Temperatures are actually pretty decent in Texas right now. Part of the reason we want to be down here. They're a little bit warmer in Florida, but we're trying to finalize some stuff in this area, make some plans about what we're going to shoot as far as our vlogging goes. So I think the lows get to be in the 30s from time to time, but for the most part, the lows are in the 40s. Highs are, I think it was in the 70s the other day. Yeah. So like walk around t-shirt and shorts weather.
Yeah. It's been a little up and down. Today was beautiful.
Tom's World, I think we'll check those out. Thanks for mentioning those.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we will.
Okay. You're fixing up the garden in there. That's cool. That's really awesome. And you have a fundraiser. Just type that in real quick, so everybody knows what that fundraiser is. Neshaminy Gardens, basically Neshaminy Creek. So it's a beautiful area, and there's a lot of history there. We didn't even come close to touching the type of history that comes through that area. So yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you. Meow.
Yeah. When you're talking about the temperatures, I think she said that. Like,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah. So what else we have to talk about, Eddie?
Doing a lot of talking, so I got to drink water. Let's see. Talked about plans for the future. So our current location is in Texas. We are in San Antonio's 100-mile radius.
Suburbs of.
Yeah. It's a little town. I'm going to tell you, it's Pleasanton. It's south of San Antonio. This area is gorgeous, and I think we spent more time in the San Antonio area than anybody else thus far. Just because, for one, it's gorgeous here, and two, the weather's so nice.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. But you'll be seeing a little bit of San Antonio. We've got a couple of vlogs going. That'll come up soon. So yeah. What else is there? Thanks, Tom's World. That's on there. How do people react when they find out you are full-time travelers? Uh, Impressed. A lot of people are actually kind of wishing they could do this too, and we kind of want to encourage everybody to travel if you can. For example, if you have a job where you're a remote worker or you're not stuck in an office or at a building somewhere and you have the opportunity to travel, why not? If you're working off of a computer and you can be away from like a set location, go do it. There's no reason why you can't go and remote work from a different place. You know, it doesn't even have to be every day. You know, make it once a week or make it a week. Spend 1 week out of your house. Go to someplace warm, Florida, Puerto Rico, someplace with Wi-Fi.
That's called a vacation.
A working vacation.
True.
So you can do your work, but still see some stuff, and you'll be surprised. Having a setup in an RV, depending upon your needs, is doable. We encourage anybody who can to go and do it. It's
I
part
think
of the
most people are surprised though when
yeah
they hear that we're full timers.
yeah
And but it's funny because there's such a trend right now for people to be full time and on the road. So it's becoming more mainstream. So we get a lot of people that are actually doing the same thing. We passed by a family at a gas station the other day, and they were homeschooling and traveling full time in their RV with their children. So it was pretty cool to see them and talk with them for a minute.
Gonna say hi to Groovy Chick right now.
Oh,
Jacobs, we miss you guys too. Don't worry, we'll be back soon.
My sis and her family.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
My sister Charlotte. Hi guys.
And are we missing this area yet? Yeah, there's always gonna be a place for like Bucks County in our hearts.
Oh yeah.
We love Bucks County. It's gorgeous there. We should be back
in the spring sometime.
Probably in the springtime, yeah.
That's that's
what
we're thinking.
Ish. But it is a gorgeous area, so we do want to get back and see our family, our immediate family that's in the area.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, okay. So Wawa's good. They do have Wawa in Florida. We have gone to several of them in Florida. They don't have Wawa in Texas, but what they do have in Texas,
it's tacos.
They have
lots
tacos.
Of tacos.
Lots of tacos.
We love tacos.
Yeah. Wawa
everywhere.
Has a company that's going to give them a run for their money, though. What's that?
Which one?
The woodchuck company.
Woodchuck.
The beaver. They have the beaver.
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah, we've been to a Buc-ee's out here.
Buc-ee's in Texas is going to make Wawa really, really try harder.
It's like a Wawa on steroids.
It is.
It's huge.
They actually have a lot of stuff
Humongous.
inside, and it is. It's like trucker heaven. They have some smaller ones. We've seen a couple smaller ones. The larger ones have literally people cooking in there full time. It's constantly busy. I think their pumps were in the hundreds.
We should probably film
Yeah,
one.
we should probably do that once.
Put that in one of our videos.
So big. Just as a little, pop in there and say, hey, this is Buc-ee's. Well, I'll get your mitts out because they're moving into your territory. You can't allow that. But yeah, we missed it. Well, let's see. RVers and van lifers. So yes. However, no, also. It is different. Everybody who travels differently. Even in the RV community, you can talk about van lifers, RVers, but then you go into, are we talking about class A, B, C? Are we talking about travel trailers, toy haulers, teardrops, A-frames? There's so many different types of RVing that you can do. I think it's just one big, massive group community, and you have to find what you're comfortable with on your own. If you prefer van life, I would love to have a van life. That's awesome. I would miss a lot of space. It's not big enough for me.
Some of the things that we have here that
this is luxury. I feel like
just like
yeah.
all the things that we take for granted in our RV that wouldn't be in a van. I don't know if I could do a van, actually.
I think if I was to do a van,
maybe.
What I would do is I would trade the truck in for a van. It would have to be a completely empty van to do a build. And then I would build out a van life kind of a setup just to sell it and trade it in for another van, just because I enjoy so much space in the RV. If it ever got to the point where I was, unable to keep the RV or I had to go another way, I've traveled for a whole month out of a suitcase before. I'm okay with small.
So we both are. We're minimalists, and we could handle it. We could figure out how to make it work for us sure.
But we don't have to.
But until then, we're happy with our RV.
Yeah. Let's see. Neville Ending Adventures. I love you guys. Do you use a mail forwarding service? Okay, so
not yet.
Not yet. We're actually planning on it. We have some friends helping us out with mail right now.
Family and friends. It works out right now.
There are a couple mail forwarding services,
but we're thinking available. if we do need to do something like that, we're still in limbo about whether that is something we need to jump on board with or yet.
Once we get established, we have to set up a residency. If we do it extensively, we'll have to set up a residency. There are 2 states that we're looking at to do residency. The first one is Florida, because it is so close to a lot of family. We could actually get help with that. The second one is Texas, just because we love it so much here. It's really nice and a good place. There's a lot of good programs here. So those are our options on what to do. Hey, leave us a comment of what you think we should do as far as residency. If you prefer Texas over Florida, tell us why. I'm curious. We personally, it's up in the air right now. We're just having fun, but there are some really good mail forwarding services. And if you're going to be traveling full time and you need that, by all means, use them. I've heard really good things about them. So yeah. The Wawa behind Bristol Pike really needs to start trying harder. I think that's a corporate leadership thing. A lot of times corporations don't realize where their managers and store manager, general managers are at unless they're actually there. So anybody who's out there that owns a corporation of any type, you need to go and visit them. I don't care how big it is. I've worked for bosses that have shown up on multi-level, like we're talking about 15, 16 stores, and they've shown up once a month at least. And each one of the stores, they've gone there just to see how they're doing and make sure they're being run the way they want them to be run.
Well, we have no idea about this Bristol Pike one though. We've never been there. So we really can't comment on that.
Cinderella needs her space, yeah.
She does.
Of course, residency in Florida. We got one vote. How do you find locations to stay? So we haven't done this vlog yet.
Yeah.
We are.
Funny you should ask.
Yes, it's
Neville
funny.
Ending Adventures.
Funny you should ask. We are members of Boondockers Welcome, and we highly recommend it over all the other RVing websites that are out there. And the reason is Boondockers Welcome has a variety of levels of, boondocking. Basically what it is you're going to go and stay at somebody's house, i.e. Neville Ending Adventures, for example. They provided us for a place to stay, which, by the way, you guys, I need to see some, YouTube signage in here. Tell us who you are, what's going on, so everybody else can see that. We got to help support each other. So with Boondockers Welcome, if you are going to go and travel at all in a RV, get Boondockers Welcome.
It's $50 for the year, and then you have access to all of the locations, and you can communicate with the hosts.
Yep.
And work out arrangements to stay with them, usually
between 2 and 5 nights. I've seen a couple that were only one night.
Yeah.
I've seen some that were,
but mostly 2 to 5
yeah, between
nights.
2 and 5. But
it's great.
It's super awesome, and it's different levels of staying there. So yeah, definitely check that out. Do you ever eat at home more? We actually hardly ever eat out now because we have our home here. We've actually pulled off on a long drive day to make sandwiches because, when you're new in an area, you don't really know where the prime spots are. You can look at Google Maps and they'll give you a bunch of flags, say, hey, go here. But guess what? Those are the ones that are paying to get those spots. So word of mouth is what you need to find. So we eat at home more.
Mostly, yes.
However, when you ask the right questions, especially for Boondockers Welcome, some of them, like Neville Ending Adventures, they've given us a little bit of a brochure to say, hey, look, these are the things that you need to know about. And we've checked out a couple of those spots and been well pleased.
But when we were in Katy, in near Houston, we happened to look up on Google Maps and found a food truck.
Yep.
That was the first time we found a food truck that sold tacos, and we just needed something really quick, so we went there, and it was amazing. It was delicious.
Awesome.
And then when we were traveling from one location that we had just finished staying at to another location, we needed to get some food on the run. So
we've actually found
at that point we found another food truck, and you just can't go wrong with food truck tacos. They're just amazing.
Having said that, yes, you can. Just be careful. However,
we haven't yet.
We've done pretty good with those food trucks. Tacos are awesome. And yeah, we eat a lot of tacos, but they're so good. Holy cow. It's like,
and burritos.
Yeah,
burritos.
And
we love burritos too.
Plus, there's another company down here that we've really been enjoying. It's called HEB. It's a grocery store, and they have a lot of locally sourced product, including taquitos and tamales.
Oh, they have so many good things there. We're live in Texas.
Yeah, love
and
Texas.
It's mostly because of the food. No, not just the food.
It's got some great views too. The weather's awesome. The people are super friendly here.
Yes.
We're amazed.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, good questions. Good questions. All right, so it is 7:51 on the East Coast. We have 5 people watching us now.
Thanks, you guys, for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Sorry about that delay getting us in there. We are going to work out the kinks on that. So We'll figure that out sooner or later. We love you guys all. You're awesome. We really appreciate you. We're still going to stay on for a couple more minutes. We want to stick it up to 8 o'clock. And since we're late, we'll probably go a little bit longer,
we
just
can go
in case
over
there
a
are any
little
other
bit. Sure.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to keep pumping out these videos as fast as possible.
Thanks, guys.
Also, if you get a chance, thank you.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, really.
What's the hardest meal you've made in the RV?
Oh. We've been trying to keep it really simple.
Yeah, we've been keeping it simple.
I can't think of anything difficult. I mean,
we like to keep things simple, so we'll go and get like we've done spaghetti, macaroni and cheese with some stuff.
It's all stovetop. Sorry.
Yeah, stovetop. We don't have an oven, so we do everything on the stovetop. But there are some really. Oh, we also have a microwave, so sometimes we'll throw some stuff in there. But a lot of the stuff has been stovetop.
Can you think of anything?
She's been finding some really good recipes on the stovetop that have been awesome. This is like my research guru right here. Brilliant. I'm telling you, if
Hoppin' John's. We love Hoppin' John's beans when we can find them.
Yep.
We'll just mix in some like turkey crumbles and like the butterball ones, and fry up some onion and just add a little bit of vegetable maybe, and serve that over rice. It's so good.
Yeah, so good.
So tasty.
Some of the best things in life are not that expensive.
And very simple to make.
Anyway, so thank you, everybody. We really appreciate you guys. Keep watching those videos. If you get a chance, leave comments. We love feedback from you guys. We want to know what's going on with you. Yeah, so if you have a comment, you have suggestions about videos, if you see something that we missed, by all means, say, hey, check this out. Or if you think that there's something we need to go and check out in an area, by all means, leave it on there. We like to know. Or if you're in an area that you think we should come visit and you've got some ideas on some good places to go eat. We like food. So, yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and leave those comments and tell your friends if they're interested in finding out what's going on in this country, like travel wise, good places to go explore and hang out. Yeah, we're trying to do that. Go and explore and hang out and have fun and do all the things. Yeah, life is good.
So right now we're deciding whether we're going to be going to California or Florida or Mexico.
We definitely want to go to Mexico. Neither one of us have been there yet. The question is, can we get the RV down there? There is a lot of paperwork involved in that. And it's looking like we might just pop on a plane for a little bit and, swing over, drive down to the border and walk across.
And little Cinders will come with us.
Of course. She's got to come with us.
She's going to come.
Yeah.
Kitten in tow. I mean, cat. She's not a kitten, but she would love it.
Yeah, but yeah, that'll be fun. So if it's California, we're going to do the southern states first. Drive through New Mexico, Arizona, and then get into California. We want to see. Not yet. The Grand Canyon is really cold right now. So not yet, but that is in the plans for the future. We definitely want to go to the Grand Canyon. I've been there twice, and both times, as soon as you walk up, you just really can't believe your eyes. You're looking at this just massive expanse of just awesomeness. It's beautiful.
And I have yet to experience it, so I'm excited. Hopefully, as soon as spring's over, weather warms up, we're going to be heading that direction. Yeah,
I think springtime is going to be a good time for that. We definitely want to get there. So Grand Canyon's for that. Arizona's got a couple of beautiful places, like, for example, Flagstaff. We'll do that later too. Good RV community up there. Good skiing up there. So that's a winter place, but we're trying to stay warm.
We're staying warm. We're not going towards snow.
And you're right, Groovy Chick. Always choose places you've never been.
Absolutely.
Take priority of those. I've actually been to California. There's a park that I want to take her to. If anybody is a rock climber, you know about this park. It's called Joshua Tree National Park. It is the world's best rock climbing, and I'm not the only one that says that. It actually is the world's best. There's like countless rock climbers will tell you. And they have levels of rock climbing, everything from flat terrain to like sheer cliff face that you're looking up and like, how is that possible? But people do it. Hi, Gail. Yep, staying in the South in the wintertime.
Hi, Gail.
Yep. So yeah, that Gail reminds me, I was going to talk to you guys. Listen, RVing is for everybody. There are different levels of RVing, like we were talking about before. So we encourage people to go to Camping World just because they've helped us out a lot. However, there are other means of getting an RV. You can buy a really inexpensive used one. If that's what Roswell, definitely going to check that out. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, you too. We'll check out your videos and we'll have to share some experiences in that area. But yeah, so every level. And here's the thing about it: there are people that actually they live in their cars. They drive around in their cars because they can, for their own purposes. And there are people that get bigger cars. There are people that attach a small little sleeping compartment to the back of it as a little travel trailer that's like really small that a car can tow. All the way up to there's I think we've talked to people that were in Class A's, like $250,000 Class A, which is beautiful. If you can afford that, by all means, congratulations, enjoy that lifestyle. That's beyond us right now. We're just kind of enjoying this Avenger as much as we can. But RVing is for everybody, and there is every level of RV available out there for you. So if all you can do is sleep in your car, there's YouTube vlogs on how to do that. So check them out. We're not going to do that because
you have a truck. So we'd sleep in a truck.
We would sleep in the truck if necessary. And if it comes down to it, yeah, we'd sleep in the truck. I don't know how we do that. I'd probably have to build a bed liner or something so we could sleep in the back of it and stretch out, because everybody knows sleeping in the front seat of a truck is not for people as old as we are. You kids keep doing that.
Yeah, it's for the youngsters.
Yeah. Y'all have fun. And listen, I've done it when I was younger. I've driven cross country, pulled over at a rest stop, slept for 5 hours and gotten back on the road to make it in time for work so I didn't get in trouble for being late. But yeah, so everybody can do that. Yeah, it is what it is when you're RVing, man. Got to do what you got to do. So everybody who's on there right now, I've got 6 people watching. Make sure you guys check out our latest vlogs. We did something called Stone Mountain. It's beautiful from up there. We wanted to do a sunset, but it was windy and cold.
It was so windy, but it was a really cool hike. So
it was a great hike.
Yeah, take a minute and watch that.
When we get a chance, we'll probably head back over there. We still have some unfinished business to do in Georgia. Got some sites to see and some people to harass in Georgia.
Okay.
Not necessarily people to harass, but we definitely have some sites to see.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, hey, listen, Georgia's gorgeous, so we're going back. I have no idea. Those circle shapes in the rocks, we don't know what made those.
It looked to me like water had pooled in that area.
Yeah, we're thinking water or the winds twirling or something.
The wind swirls. It
was amazing.
We never looked up the reason why those circles were there, but
I just thought it was amazing. Though.
There were so many of them all over the place. So it was definitely a natural occurrence and not man-made.
Yeah.
So. And then the other video you wanted to mention.
So we're going to talk about the Tri-State Peaks. We were in Kentucky, Tennessee, and Virginia all at the same time. Literally, there's a
They
tri-state piece, and we
converged
went right there.
on the top of a hill.
Check out
So
that
we
video.
hiked up to that hill. That was fun.
Another beautiful site. I don't know why I don't like the best sites we're seeing are on top of mountains. We keep going up mountains. I think we're gonna have to find a park that's flat.
No, mountains have great views.
They do have great views. We're gonna find a park that's flat somewhere. That's a really good one to go check out. I think we're kind of in the mountains right now, as we are not mountains but hills. A little bit northwest of here, it gets hilly. Pleasanton's fairly flat and beautiful. We're enjoying it. Good scenery. Just fields for days. Just kidding. I don't know where I heard that from. But yeah, there's a movie somewhere.
Yeah, and then we were up towards the western side of San Antonio, and it got really hilly.
It did.
We were surprised. Lots of hills, just rolling hills, and just really like arid, beautiful country.
Yeah.
It was surprising to me how beautiful it was, even though it's very arid. So, the other one that you wanted to talk about was Nashville.
Nashville. Oh, Bristol. So
we started in Georgia.
We started in Georgia and we drove up to a town called Bristol. Now it is in Tennessee, but it is also in.
We're talking two different things.
What?
So Bristol. Oh. I'm talking about Nashville. You're talking about Bristol. So let's talk about Bristol first.
So Bristol first. We went from Georgia to Tennessee.
No. It was North Carolina.
North Carolina.
To Tennessee.
She was much smarter than I am.
North Carolina to Tennessee.
North Carolina to Tennessee. We stopped by a place that's in Tennessee and Virginia, one of the few towns that are split by a border, a state border.
Split in half.
Split in half.
Right down the middle.
It's pretty awesome. Really friendly town. Yeah, go check that place out. And then more recently, we were in Nashville. So there's a video out that we put out on Nashville. Nashville, if people don't know, just had a terrorist attack. So our prayers and thoughts go out to them. I'm grateful that there weren't any victims of this attack, just the one person, the suicider. Are we going to Austin?
We've talked about that.
That's a good question. We
were thinking about it.
It's literally
not that
right
far.
there.
Yeah, it's just hop, skip, and a jump to the north of us right now. So
we really want to. It's just a matter of planning and scheduling so we can get up there. It's in the works. We also wanted to go and check out a couple of the areas up in that area. So we're not done with Texas just yet.
Yeah, we are not.
So yeah, go watch our Nashville video, and
it was just a drive through the city. We saw a bunch of things, not everything, but enough to give us a little just a little glimpse of what was there.
We did
make us want to go back again.
Yeah, we definitely want to go back. We did enjoy our visit. We didn't have time to stay, and we wanted to stop. There was a couple of spots that we actually saw that we wanted to stop and get some food. They had some live music, which is why a lot of the videos cut out and just us talking over what's going on, because we can't put somebody else's live music on. But it was good. It was really good. And I'm not big on country, but this was really good stuff. So I think we're definitely going to go check that out. Country music, I'm going to dig it. So yeah. And we'll probably go to Austin too, because we've got Gwen's insistence. Hi, Anonymous. How's it going? Welcome to the chat.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. 2
upcoming vlogs that we're working on right now. One is going to be a little bit about manatees. We sent you a short so you can see them. They are so adorable. We are both scuba divers, and I think that would probably be the culmination of my life's work to go scuba diving with a manatee.
We didn't get to do scuba diving with the manatees, but
I wish.
We did enjoy our visit to one of the hot springs area where the were chilling for the day. So we got to see them there.
Yep.
And
Yep.
the other video is at a lighthouse.
It's at a lighthouse. We'll tell you more about that also when it happens. It was a good view and it was a lot of fun. And we had family with us.
We went with family.
So.
Yeah. So that was awesome.
We're also planning on doing a little bit more. And like, for example, we got to go to the Alamo. Thank you, Gwen.
Yes.
We want to do that. And
the river walk.
The river walks in San Antonio, they are amazing.
We'll show you that as well.
We did check them out a little bit. We didn't do a video on that. We didn't record anything just because
it was getting late in the day.
It was, the lighting wasn't good.
And it was, it wasn't the right timing, but we're going to go back and definitely film there.
Yeah, we'll get that.
And some other things around San Antonio still.
Riverwalk, Alamo, and a little bit more of the city, because the city, I'm telling you, it's like, I love it. We're having a lot of fun there.
Cute.
Yeah. Anything else are we missing? I think that's everything.
Everything on your list?
Yep.
All right. So, should we wind it down?
So we're going to wind it down. Anonymous, thanks for joining us. You are our last visitor of the day. You'll have to leave a comment. Let us know a little bit more about you so we can check you out. And last little thank you for everybody. Yeah, we are going to do an RV tour in the future. We are, I don't know why we haven't done it yet.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why either.
We will.
We'll do that.
If we don't soon, leave a comment in one of our upcoming videos and say, hey, where's that RV tour? You promised. We'll get it out to you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. This was our first live, so we're kind of new at it. And, well, once we get all of our bugs worked out and figured out, we'll probably be better next time and be actually on time next time.
Yes.
But thank you, everybody, for checking out our videos and following along with us on our adventures. We're having so much fun, and we love you all. And thank you, Gail. Appreciate that. And you guys are the best, honestly. So you're our first 200 and our favorite 200. Don't tell anybody else we said that. And we're actually up to
secret.
207, 208 right now. Cool. So we have 208 subscribers.
Yeah.
So
funny story is we put that video out saying we had reached 200 and that we were going to have this live because of that, because we were so happy to have reached 200. The next morning we woke up and we were at 199 again. So, but it's okay. That's all good.
Yeah,
if somebody doesn't want to be part of our crew, that's understandable. We're not for everyone.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to, follow along with a couple of people who are so inexperienced as we are. But I'm telling you, we're going to live the best life and we're going to squeeze it. And we want you to keep squeezing your days also.
Yes.
Stay safe out there. Wear your masks. If you're feeling sick, get tested immediately. Don't take any chances. COVID is real and it's dangerous. A couple of our family members have gotten it. And our hearts go out to anybody who does have it. Just take care of yourselves. Vitamin C, drink plenty of water, do what your parents tell you to do, or grandparents, or anybody who's smarter than we are, who's told us that we need to take our vitamin C and drink plenty of water. Yes, do that. And we will see you again soon. Keep watching those shorts. And enjoy the rest of your day. Squeeze the day. Bye, guys.
Bye.